Hello, good evening to everyone. Welcome again with a new lesson, profit and loss. Okay, so starting with some introduction today. So my name is Ravinder Rathod. I am trying to reach the students, those who are unable to learn basic concepts of maths in early school ages. Okay, so my motto to teach those who are unable to pay the tuition fee etc. to grow and enhance math basics in all chapters. Okay, I want to help the poor students to enhance their skills by improving basic concepts in all chapters. So today start our new lesson, that is profit and loss. So once again I am saying that your success is lies in my success. So as I will be so happy if you will understand my lessons well. Okay, without wasting any time, today starts our lesson profit and loss. Okay, so I am introducing some basic concepts on profit and loss. Okay, let's start. So first is our chapter starting with 1 minute. Okay, just wait. Right, see, one minute. Okay, see, so what are the basics in the profit and loss? See, profit and loss. Okay, first today we will do the topic of profit and loss. This is a very important topic as whole of the business activity revolves around around this topic. Every literate or illiterate, big or small business unit makes the practical use of this topic. Okay, in business activity, the person having better understanding of this topic can analyze a situation better and can take fast and accurate decisions. Okay, before going into detail, let us see how profit and loss are made. Okay, first, what is profit? What is profit? What is profit? Go for definition. What is profit? Profit occurs when we buy an item or an article at a cheaper rate and sell it at a higher rate. Okay, if we buy a book at rupees, suppose we buy a book for rupees 30, suppose. Okay, buy means here what? Buy means is nothing but cost price. Okay, so if we buy a book at rupees 30 and sell it at rupees 50, buying 30 rupees and sell it means selling price suppose 50. So what happened here? Here what happened? If it is asked how much profit one has made, you will quickly say that profit makes how much rupees? You buy the book 30 rupees and sell it to 50 rupees. So how much profit you make? Your profit will be 20 rupees. So this is the profit. From this we can obtain a formula, very important formula, that is profit is how obtain profit? Profit obtained we have by subtracting from SP minus CP, we get profit. See here, SP is how much? 50 minus CP how much? 30 rupees. So 50 minus 30 is 20. This is the profit. So we get one important formula, that is profit is nothing but SP minus CP. Very easy. No need of any mug up, no need of any memorizing. Profit is nothing but SP minus CP. Okay, let's start another. Next, we have discussed about profit. Now, second one is loss. Again, I am taking same example. If I am, so loss is made when we buy a certain item at higher rate and sell it in a lowest rate. Okay, we are buying CP is, so loss is made when buy a certain item at higher rate. So Now I am taking CP is 50 and selling it SP. Sell the same product or same pen for rupees 30. So what happened? See here. If I am buying 50 rupees, cost me to 50 rupees and sell it 30 rupees. So what happened? So there is a loss. There is a loss. How much loss? You can say 50 minus 30, 20 rupees. Here is loss 20 rupees. How will get how we will get this one? Loss is nothing but higher is the rate CP, lower rate is SP. SP minus CP. CP is 50 here and SP is 30 rupees. So 50 minus 30 nothing but 20 rupees. Okay. This is the loss. So we studied the profit and loss. Now definitions are over. Now the price at which an item is bought is known as cost price, right? The price at which it is sold is known as selling price, right? 1 minute. Just where is the color? Okay, I'm taking this one. So see how it is works. See, I'm explaining in detail. See here. Suppose this is a manufacture unit. What is this? This is a manufacture unit, and this from manufacture unit, a retailer or shopkeeper buys the product from manufacture unit. The retailer or shopkeepers are sell to whom? Customers. Alright, see here. Suppose, example I am taking a pen. Suppose one pen manufacture at some unit, and he sell the same to the shopkeeper or retailer. So what happened? For retailer it is become cost price. Okay, from manufacture unit to retailer, if we sell a pen to retailer, for retailer it is become cost price. Okay, so the cost price is, suppose I am taking here next in the next example I am taking. So what happened? Suppose the retailer buying the product with so and so price, and the retailer wants to sell for customer. Either he will sell in the lowest rate or highest rate. If he sell with lowest rate than the CP, so there will be a loss. If he sell, if the shopkeeper sells the same product if in the higher rate, so what happened? So there is a profit. Okay, this should be understood. Suppose I am taking one example. I am taking, if suppose CP is rupees 10 and the SP is suppose 12. Suppose the pen is cost for me 10 rupees. I am selling the pen is 12 rupees. So what happened? There is a profit. How much profit? I am buying the pen 10 rupees and selling it 12 rupees. So what happened? 2 rupees is profit. I get it. Alright. So what is here? Here when or if SP is greater than CP, so there will be a profit. Right? SP is greater than CP, there will be a profit. SP is greater. Greater means SP minus CP is equals to profit. Right? So next in similar case, suppose CP I am taking 8 rupees, not 8 rupees, 1 minute. Suppose I am taking CP is equal to 10 rupees and SP is taking suppose 8 rupees. What happened? Here see, CP is greater than SP. So what happened? There will be a loss. Why loss? I am buying the product with rupees 10 rupees and sell it to 8 rupees. So what happened? 2 rupees is less now. So that's why I am getting 2 rupees loss. So CP is greater than SP means CP minus SP is nothing but loss. Okay. So what is CP? What CP is the 10 rupees and SP is the 2 rupees, 8 rupees. So what it loss will become 2 rupees. This is the loss. Right. And the next important term. What next? Okay. Next profit. Now what is the selling price? Selling price is at which the thing is sold, and the cost price is price at which a thing is bought. Okay, what is profit? SP minus CP. It occurs when SP is greater than CP. What is loss? Loss is nothing but CP minus SP. It occurs when CP is greater than SP. Okay, next move on the next subject. Suppose let us study some examples. Okay, without wasting our time. Suppose I am taking one example, that is, suppose a man buys a car for rupees 50,000. Buys means BUI, buys. Buys means what? Cost price. I am buying a car with cost price rupees 50,000. Okay, and sells it for rupees 75,000. I am selling the car. Selling means SP. SP is rupees how much? 75,000. So what asking? Find gain or loss percentage. Now the very important task, find gain or loss percent. How to calculate this one? See, here CP 50,000 and SP 75,000. Which one is greater one here? 75,000 is greater. What is 75? SP. So when SP is greater than the CP, so what happened? There will be a profit. There will be a profit. Okay. In this case, profit. How much profit? Profit is equal to 75,000. 75,000 minus 50,000 is equals to 25,000. Okay. This is the profit we get. So how to find the profit percent? This is very important. Profit percent is nothing but it is calculated on CP. It is calculated in terms of cost price. So how much profit value is? 25,000. 25,000 is the profit value. Okay, 25,000 is the profit value, and it is calculated in terms of cost price, in terms of cost price. This is the profit. This is divided by cost price, multiply with 100. So we get profit percentage. So the 25,000 here, 25,000 is the profit, and how much cost price? Cost price is cost price is 50,000 into 100. So this 20 gets cancelled. This 0 cancel. This 0 cancel. So what happened? 5 ones the 5 5 the 25 0. So what happened? There is the profit percentage 50%. Okay, have you understood this one? Okay. So our formula for profit percentage is equal to what happened? Profit upon CP into 100. Likewise, loss percent. What is loss percent? Loss percent means loss upon, this is the value of loss. Okay, value of loss upon CP into 100. See here, in the both case we can see here, without CP we cannot comment on profit percent and loss percent. Very important. CP is here very important. Profit and loss percentage are always calculated in terms of cost price. Please note down this one. Note is here, in profit and loss percentage, in profit and loss percentage are always calculated in terms of CP. in terms of CP. Understood? Very good. So next, to make okay, next to find selling price or cost price when profit or loss percentage is given. So we have seen one example. Now the going for next second example is C. Second one, I am trying to reach in all basic concepts and explain the all types of questions. Please wait for that. Till now we have learned how to find profit, loss, profit percent, loss percent. Now we will find CP and SP when profit or loss percent are given. Okay, when profit percentage or loss percentage given, how to find CP or SP. Okay, see one example. I am taking one example. Suppose an article is sold at rupees 240 rupees. Sold means SP is 240 rupees, and profit is 20%. Profit is 20%. Profit is 20%. Find the cost price. So what is CP? This is the question. See here, very easy. I am just trying to teach the solution how to do. See here, simple logic. Here given SP and profit percent and CP2 we have to find. Simple, without any formula I am trying to teach. See here, SP is depends on CP into profit percentage. How much? 20%. 20% means 120%. 120%. Okay, 120% means 120 by 100. Okay, so we putting the values of SP is 240, CP we have to find 120 upon 100, right? See here, this zero gets cancelled, and what happened? 2 6 the 250 the, right? 2 3 the 225 the, right? 3 1 the 3 8 the, right? So what happened? CP into here only remaining part is CP into 1 by 25. Here is just 8, right? This is the leftover. So CP is nothing but 25 multiplied with the 8, right? So what is the value of 25 into 8? See, 8 5 is the 40, 4 carry, 8 2 is the 16, 16 plus 4, 16 plus 4, 20. So the CP is 200 rupees. Now how we have written this, but in the examination like RIMC we have to write the formula also, right? So how to write the formula for this one? Just see here, SP is depends on CP into, here is given profit is 20%. So how we will write? CP into 100 plus 20. 1 minute, I am writing formula na, write 100 plus gain percent or profit percent upon 100. This is the formula for calculating and writing in the examination. If last percent given to you 20%, wait 1 minute. See here, in the earlier example, SP is depending on CP into 100 plus gain means, gain percent means 100 plus 20 upon 100. So what happened? SP is nothing but CP into 100 plus 20 means 120 upon 100. Okay, likewise in case of loss percent given to you, suppose loss is given some percentage 20% on me, suppose. So how to get SP? SP is again depend on CP. Here loss is 20%, so formula become 100 minus loss percent now by 100, right? So what happened? Cp into 100 minus last percent, how much given here? 20%. So 20% means 100 minus 20. 100 minus 20 upon 100 is equal to Cp into 100 minus 20 means 80 upon 100. 80 upon 100. This is the basic approach of no need of any formula. Some important again about the percentage I will be explain now. See how it works. Suppose any fraction, suppose I am taking a by b, this is a fraction. How to convert becomes percentage? If for any fraction we have to multiply with 100, we get the percentage. Suppose I am taking 1 by 2 to be converted into the percentage, so we just multiply with 100, so we will get 2 ones are 2 50s are, so 50%, right? Suppose you given 50%, convert into fraction, fraction means a by b. So what happened? What to do? 50% means what to do? We should divide by 100. So what happened? 50 upon 100, we get 0 zeros the 5 ones the 5 twos the 1 by 2. This is the value, this is the percentage. How do we get? Some more interesting one. See, if in any question 20% more, that means 20% more means 120%, right? Suppose 40% less means 100 minus 40, 60%. Next, suppose 20% profit. 20% profit means what? 120%. Suppose 10% loss. 10% loss means 90%. Are you get my point? Why I am taking like this one? Just see one example. Why I am taking? Just see example. Suppose I am taking a pen or any suppose I am taking a one product here. Okay, I am taking a product. Suppose this product cost is 100%. Okay, suppose this product cost is 100%. Just I am intermediate value I am taking 100% here. Okay, suppose I am increasing some percentage, suppose 120%. Suppose this is the 100%, intermediate value is 100%. If I am increasing 20%, that the value becomes 120%. So what happened here? From 100% to 120% means there is a profit of 20%, right? So likewise, if profit 20% means 120% of so and so product cost, right? See here, that's why I am taking here 20% profit means 120%. Likewise I am explaining now here. Suppose 10% decrease the value of 100%. What happened? 90%. Understood? So what happened here? Here is decreasing the value of, so it is we can say that 10% less, or here say that 20% more. Understood? Very good. Move on next. Okay, so the question is completed. Next, another question we have to discuss. Next is so I am just giving a simple formula. Suppose SP is a function of, or SP is depending on Cp into 100 plus or minus profit or loss percentage, right, upon 100. If profit percent is given If profit percent is given, therefore the formula becomes 100 plus profit percentage. Suppose last percent is given, 100 minus last percentage, remaining are same. Okay, so move on the important questions. Now go ahead. See, so which are I am explaining, that is I am just overview here. What is the basic concepts? Cost price. Cost price, the money paid by the shopkeeper to buy the goods from a manufacturer or wholesaler, right? Selling price, the price at which shopkeeper sells the good. Next, what is effective price? What is the effective price means? It is very important. Effective price means see here, effective price means cost price plus overhead charges. What is overhead charges? Likewise, suppose any goods needs to transportation or labor charges, that will be the all the labor charges and transportation charges comes under overhead charges, right? So very important one, without CP we can't comment on gain or loss or CP. Okay, move on. Next, gain or loss percent already discussed we have. If SP is greater than CP, then there is a gain by SP minus CP. If SP is less than CP, then there is a loss by SP minus CP. Gain or loss is calculated on the cost price only. I already explained to you. Gain percent means gain upon CP into 100 as a percent of the cost price. Already discussed we have. Some important formula, no need of mug off, no need of memorizing. So if profit percent, loss percent given, then the SP is depending on CP into 100 plus profit percent upon 100. We already discussed this one, right? Next, type 1 question. Now move on the questions type 1. Suppose here, see here, CP is given to you 500 and SP 600. Find the profit. Suppose I am buying a product 500 and sell it 600. What happened? There will become a profit. How much profit? Profit becomes 600 minus 500. 600 minus 500 is nothing but 100 rupees. That's over. So next, see here. Here CP is 32,000. Overhead expenses is so much, so and so 3,000. SP is given. Find profit or loss. Very easy. Just now I am saying, I am explaining about you what is effective cost price. Effective cost price means cost price plus overhead expenses, right? So what happened? CP is given to us 32,000 plus 3,000 overhead charges. What happened? 32 plus 3,000, 35,000. So effective cost price becomes 35,000. So given us to CP, SP is 38,000. So what happened? When SP is greater than CP, there is a profit. How much profit? SP minus CP. SP minus CP means 38,000 minus 35,000. How much? 38 minus 35,000 is nothing but 3,000. 3,000 profit. Move on next question. Question number 2. CP 750. Overhead expenses given. SP 2 we have to find. Profit also given. See here. What is effective cost price? Effective cost price is nothing but 750 plus 20. 750 plus 20. 770. Right? Again given to us profit. How much profit? How much profit? Profit is 50 rupees. What to find? We have to find SP. So see, profit is nothing but, profit means SP is greater than CP now. So SP minus CP. We don't know the SP. Put like that. And the CP value, effective cost price is 770. SP minus 770 is equal to profit how much? 50 rupees. From this we get SP is equals to 50 is in the right hand side. So SP I am putting the same SP in the left side. So minus 770 becomes plus 770. So what happened? 50 plus 770 is nothing but, what happened? 0 plus 0, 0. 5 plus 7, 2 means 12. 12, okay. 7 plus 1, 8. 820. This is the SP. Right. Next question. On finding profit or loss percentage. Now, very important question this one. This is asked in RIMC December 2015. Okay. If selling price of an article is 4 by 3 of its cost price, find profit percentage. Okay. So given is what? Given to us, 1 minute. Given to us selling price of an article, 1 minute. Selling price of an article is equals to 4 by 3 of cost price, right? 4 by 3 of cost price. From this, see, 4 by 3 of cost price means 4 by 3 into cost price. Okay. So what happened? SP upon the CP becomes cross multiply. 1 minute. You have to be just wait. See here, what is this? SP in the denominator, nothing. I am taking 1 here. 4 by 3 CP. Okay, this is the equation. So by cross multiplying, we get SP upon SP is here. CP I am taking here. See, I am taking CP. CP by SP by CP is equals to 4 by 3. We get the ratio of this one. Okay. When we get the ratio, so just I am trying to insert a page. Wait. See. See. We get SP upon CP is equals to 4 by 3 na? Right? This means SP is to CP is nothing but 4 is to 3. When we get SP is to CP, so first we have to do let common multiple. Let common multiple be x. Why I am taking common multiply here? These are not values. So like the for that I am taking common multiple. So what happened? SP, now the SP value is becomes 4x. CP value becomes 3x. These are the values. So profit is nothing but, so the profit is nothing but, why I am taking profit here? See, SP is greater than CP. That's why I am taking SP is greater than CP. That's why profit is nothing but SP minus CP. SP minus CP. So SP is 4x, CP is 3x. 4x minus 3x, just x. This is the profit. So what is profit percentage? Profit percentage is equals to profit upon CP. Profit upon CP into 100. Already we discussed this one. So the profit is x. CP is how much? CP is 3x. CP is 3x into 100. X gets cancelled. 1 by 3 means 100 by 3 percentage. Right? You can convert into mixed fraction also. Okay. Move on the next question. This question is over. Next question is our. This is also asked in RIMC June 2015. Right. So what is here? Ankit bought means cost price. Cost price of 20 dozen pencils at the rate of how much? At the rate of rupees 4 for 5. At the rate of rupees 4 per 5 pence, that means 5 pence. So from this statement we have to draw the attention here. See here what he is saying, 5 pence cost, 5 pence CP means 5 pence cost is rupees 4. Okay, so 5 pence cost is rupees 4. So 1 pen cost is nothing but 4 upon 5, right? Suppose 1 dozen means 12. So 12 into 4 upon 5, here given us to 20 dozen pencil. So 20 dozen pencil, 1 dozen pencil cost this one. So 20 dozen pencil is 20 dozens is equal to 20 dozen CP is equal to what happened? 12 into 4 upon 5 into 20 into 20. So 5 ones are 5 fours are 4 fours are 16, 16 into 12, 16 into 12, 12 6 are 72, 7 carry, 12 ones are 12. Okay, 12 plus 7 19, 192. So here 20 dozen pencil cost is 192. So question asking next what? CP we have found, sold them at the rate of 8 for 5. Okay. We get the CP. Now 8 for 5 the CSP. I am taking one page here. Page action. Insert page. Okay. Alright. See here. What is given? That question is okay. Rupees 8 for 5. Rupees 8 for 5. Rupees 8 for 5. Okay, this is the SP. Right. That means 5 pencil SP. 5 pence SP is nothing but 5 pence. 5 pence are pencilla, whatever it may be. 5 pence selling price is rupees 8. So 1 pen is by using unitary method, this one 8 upon 5. So 1 dozen 12 pence is equal to cost SP is 8 by 5 into 12. 12 pence means 1 dozen. This is the 1 dozen. 1 dozen cost selling price. So 20 dozen is 20 dozens SP is equals to 8 into 12 upon 5 into 20. Again 5 ones are 5 fours are. See here, 12 fours are 48. 48 into 8. 8 is the 64, 6 carry. 8 fours are 32. 32 plus 6. 32 plus 6 means 38. This is the 384 SP. So what to find? We have to find is gain percentage. So here 192 rupees is here CP. Okay, CP is 192. CP is 192 and SP is 384. So the profit is how much? 384 SP minus CP 192. 1 minute. 192. Subtract 384 from 192 from 384. 4 minus 2 2. 4 minus 2 2. 8 we can't subtract, so we get from here 18 minus 9 9. 2 minus 1, 192. So profit is 192. So CP is how much? So the profit percentage is equal profit 192 upon CP is also 192 into 100. 192 cancel. 100% is answer. Right? Next. Move on next. RIMC June 2013 asked question. A man sold an article for rupees 495 and gained 10% on it. Find the cost price of the article. A man sold an article for rupees. Sold means SP. Given SP is rupees 495. Gain percent how much? 10%. So find the cost price. Very easy. We discuss na. SP is depend on CP into gain 10% means 110 upon 100. This is the formula. We do know na. SP is depends on CP into how much? 100 plus gain percent, right, upon 100. This is the formula, right? So putting the values here, SP is 495, so 495 is equal to CP. We have to find into this 0 gets cancelled, 11 by 10, right? So what happened now? CP is by cross multiplying 10 into 495, 10 into 495 upon 11. 11 ones are 11 fours are 11 fours are 44. Okay, 5 11 5s are, right? So CP is 10 into 4 45, 450. So the CP is 450. 450, right? Next, this is question number 6. See here, Karim bought 150 dozens pencils at rupees 10 a dozen. 10 a dozen means, here is bought means CP. What is CP? At rupees 10 a dozen. 10 a dozen means 12 pencil cost how much? 12 pencil cost how much? Rupees 10, right? Rupees 10. So what is asking? 150 dozen. 150 dozen means 12 pencil cost is this much. 12 pencil cost. 12 pencil cost is rupees 10. So 150 dozens. 150 dozens means this is the 12 means 1 dozen. So 150 dozen pencil cost how much? Right? 150 dozen cost price is how much? 150 into 10 is nothing but 1500. This is the cost price. This is the over. Next, his overhead expenses were rupees 100. So we have to add the effective cost price. 1500 plus 100, 1600. This is the effective cost price. So effective cost price is rupees 1600. Next, he sold them at rupees 1.2 each. Okay, sold at 1.2 each means 1.2. One pencil cost, one pencil sold means SP. One pencil SP is 1.2 rupees. This is the rupees. Okay, so 150 dozens means, I am just inserting one page again. 1 minute, just patience. Okay, wait. Alright, see, SP for one pencil, how much? SP for one pencil is given to us 1.2. This is rupees, right? So SP for 12 pencils. How much? 12 multiply with the 1.20, right? So how many there are? 150 dozen, na? Yes, this is the 1 dozen. So 150 dozen means 1 SP for 150 dozen. SP for 150 dozen pencils. Dozen pencils is equals to 150 into 12 into 1.20, right? So it is become 150 into 12 into 120 upon 100, na? Why I am taking? I am removing point, so I am taking 2 zeros here because of 2 after point 2 digits, so I am taking 2 zeros here. This 0 gets cancelled, this 0 gets cancelled, so the rest of the part is calculation. Rest of the part is calculation. Rest of the part is calculation. That is how much it is. The value of this one is so here see here 12 is a 144 into 15. So 144 into 15 we get 144 into 15 we get 2160. Okay, this is the SP. This is the SP, and we have already solved the CP. How much the CP cost is? Effective cost price. Effective cost price is 1600. We get the effective cost price and SP. So here SP is greater than CP, so there is profit. How much profit? Profit is SP minus CP. SP minus CP. So SP how much? SP how much? SP is 2160 minus CP how much? Effective cost price 1600. So we will get 2160. 0 minus 0 0. 6 minus 0 means 6. And the next is 1. 11 minus 6 5. Okay, 560. This is the profit. This is the profit. So the profit percentage is nothing but profit, value of profit upon CP. CP means 1600 into 100. 202 get cancelled. So 16 in 16 table it will go 16 3 is the 48. 16 3 is the 48 and 16 5 is the 80. So 16 1 is the 1635 is the, so 35% profit. Next question is Abhimanyu bought 100 eggs for rupees 50. See here, bought means CP 100 eggs for rupees 50. Out of these 4 eggs were found to be broken. So out of 100 eggs 4 eggs are broken, means how many left? Only 96 eggs is left. Remaining 4 are broken. Okay, he sold the remaining eggs. Remaining eggs means 96 eggs he sold. 96 eggs he sold. Okay, at the rate of how much? At the rate of rupees 8.50 per dozen. Per dozen means 12 eggs, right? See here, 12 eggs sold with 8.5 rupees. Okay, so so 1 egg is equal to 1 egg SP is equal to how much? 1 egg SP is equal to 8.50 upon 12, right? So how many eggs? 96 eggs. So 96 eggs SP is nothing but 96 into 1 minute 96 eggs means, wait, right, see, 96 eggs means 96 into 8.50 upon 12, right? Right? Are you understood? Understood or not? Right. So 12 ones the 12 8 is the 8 into 8.50 is equal to 8 into 850 upon 100. This 0 gets cancelled. Cancelling by 2 table, 2 4s the 2 5s the 5 1s the 5 17 the, yes, 5 17 the, so 17 4s the 68. So this is the 68 rupees, right? So 96x SP is 68. This is SP. And CP is we have not find CP, na, right? See here, CP 100x CP, how much? 100x CP of 100x how much? 50 rupees. So CP is how much? CP is 50 rupees. So SP is greater than CP. That's why 1 minute. See, see here, see, SP is greater than CP, so there is profit. So the profit percentage is equal to SP minus CP, 68 minus 50 upon CP. CP how much? 50 into 100. This 0 gets cancelled. 1 minute again. Right. Okay. See, 68 minus 58 means 68 minus 50 means 68 minus 50 means 18 into 5 ones the 5 twos the 18 2 is the how much? 18 2 is the 36. So profit percent is 36%. So move on next slide. A grocer buys eggs at rupees 10 for 8. 10 for 8 means 10 eggs cost price is equals to 8 rupees. So 1 egg cost how much? 1 egg cost is equal to 8 by 10, right? And sells at, this is the 1 egg cost, sells at 8 for, so SP, this is the CP na. So 8 eggs SP sold for rupees how much? Rupees 10. So 1 egg cost, 1 egg SP, 1 egg SP is equal to 10 upon 8, right? 10 upon 8. So what happened here? 1 egg SP. So which one is the greater one here? Which one is greater here? Which one is greater here? So here is SP is greater than CP. SP is the greater one. Why I am saying SP is greater? Here see. 1 minute. 2 5s the 2 4s the 2 4s the 2 5s the. So which is the denominator lower number? So that is the bigger number. So that's why SP is greater than CP. So profit is equal 5 by 4 minus 4 by 5. So by taking LCM 20, 4 5 is the 20, 5 5 is the 25, 5 5 is the 25, 4 16, 4 4 is the 16. So 25 minus 16 is nothing but 9. Nothing but 9. Nothing but 9 by 20. So profit percent is 9 by 20. 1 minute. Profit percentage is equal, profit is 9 by 20. What happened, Baba? 1 minute. 1 minute. Just wait. 9 by 20 is we getting the profit. एक सेकंड. So profit percentage is equal, profit is 9 by 20 divided by CP. CP how much? CP how much? CP is we are calculated how much? CP for 10 eggs. Just 1 minute. We have calculated now. How much we have calculated? CP of 1 egg is equal to 4 by 5. Okay, 4 by 5. Okay, good. So see here, write down CP is equal to 4 by 5, and the gain is equal to 9 by 20. Right? For calculating these values are compulsory necessary we need. Okay, right. Now erasing this part, so we can solve the remaining part of the question. Okay, are you understanding now? Yes, understanding or not? If any doubt, please comment. If any kind of questions you have doubt, please comment. Okay, so that I can explain and solve your doubts in the next session. Okay, so see here, 9 by 20. So profit percentage is equal to profit upon CP. CP how much? 4 by 5 into 100. Right? Why I am writing this is for simplification. So 9 by 20, by changing division sign with multiplication, just reciprocal the numerator and denominator. 5 by 4 into 100. Understood? This 0 gets cancelled, and 2 1s are 2 5s are, right? And remaining part is not to do. So 5 5 is 25. 25 into 9. 25 into 9. 25 into 9 means 225. 225 upon 4. 225 upon 4. 225 upon 4. By changing mixed fraction, it will comes 56 up 1 upon 4 percentage. This is your answer. Next question is also coming in RIMC entrance examination September 2020, recent exam, last examination. If the cost price of 18 mangoes is the same as the selling price of 16 mango, find gain or loss percentage. It is very easy. I am very interesting manner solve this question. See what is saying here. Solution: CP of 18 mangoes is equals to selling price of 16 mangoes. This is given. Okay, so see, from this just you have to take the LCM of 16 and 18. LCM of 16 and 18. What happened? Just I am taking a separate page. Okay, just I am inserting separate page so we can understand easily. Right? 1 minute. Page action. 1 minute. See what is given to us. CP of 18 mangoes is equals to SP of 16 mango. For this type of question, you should first find out the LCM of 16 comma 18. So how to find LCM here? See, 16 comma 18. 2 8s are, 2 9s are, 2 4s are. This is just put level as it is. 2 2s are, just as it is. 2 1s are. Till 1 we will have to calculate. So here is 9 again. Same. So what happened? 3 1s are, 3 3s are. Again 3 1s are, 3 1s are. So what happened? See here. 2 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8, 8 to the 16, 16 into 9, 16 into 9 how much? 16 into 9 how much? 9 6 the 54, 5 carry, 9 1 the 9, 9 plus 5 144. So the LCM is 144. LCM is 144. Now what is the meaning of we are taking LCM is LCM of 16 into 18 is 144. That means CP of 18 mangoes and SP of 16 mango is equals to 144. Why? It is a multiple of both. So by equaling these, just see CP of 18 mangoes, that means CP of 18 mangoes is equals to 144 and SP of 16 mangoes is equals to 144, right? So from this CP of 18 mango, so CP of 1 mango is equals to 144 upon 18. SP of 1 mango is equal to 144 upon 16, right? 1 minute. So what happened here? 1 minute, just 1 second. Where is that? Just some problem is finding. Okay, 1 minute. So 144 upon 144 divided by 18 is nothing but 18 ones the 18 8s the 8 is the 64. That's why. So here CP of 1 mango is equals to 8, and likewise SP of 1 mango is equals to 144 upon 16. 144 upon 16 is nothing but 9. SP of 1 mango is equal to rupees 9. This is rupees 8. So here SP is greater than CP. So there is a profit, right? There is a profit. So how much profit? Therefore the profit percentage is equal to SP minus CP. 9 minus 8, 9 minus 8 upon CP. CP is rupees 8 into 100. So 9 minus 8 means 1 by 8. 1 by 8 into 100. So 2 4s the 250s the, so 50 upon 4 percentage, 50 upon 4 percentage. By dividing 50 by the 4, 4 1s the 4, 4 1s the 4, 5 minus 4 1 0, 4 2s the 8, 10 minus 8, 10 minus 8 how much? 2. So by taking 0 point, here is 0, so 4 5 the 20, right? So the required percentage is 12.5% profit. This is the profit percentage, right? End of the today's session. So full of time is consumed. Another 7 to 8 questions is left over, so I am winding the class today. So if you understood my lesson or chapter, so please like, share and subscribe this channel. So I am now daily one class should be uploaded in the YouTube, and please subscribe and like and share among your friends, those who want to learn the basic concepts of all the chapters for the classes 5th class to 10th class level. Okay, and it is useful for all competitive examinations also, right? Thank you. See here, so many questions are left over. 18th we have discussed, 19th question is left over, and the 20th question is left over, 21 next question is also left over, next question is left over, and this question is also left over, and this question is also left. So these are should be in the, we have to discuss in the next class. And this question is also left, this question is also left, and this question is also left. And I am just some viewers questions to be solved and send answer in comment section. This is very important. Please, those who are watching my videos, please solve these 3 questions and comment your answer, right? If the price of sugar is decreased by 20%, then the new price of 3 kg sugar originally costing rupees 120 will be. So your answer, I am waiting for your answers. Again, 25% of 50% of 100% divided by 25 into 50. What is the value? Next, third question. If A is increased by 20%, it equals to B. If B is decreased by 50%, it equals to C. Then dash percent of A is equals to C. So please viewers, solve these questions and send the answers in comment section. If you difficulty in solving, I will explain in the next session. Okay, so that's why I am asking to please like, share and subscribe my channel, so that I am more important and some another chapters will be uploaded very soon, and daily basis compulsory one video should be uploaded by me. Okay, for your convenience. So once again, thanks for watching, and do like, share and subscribe for receiving interesting updates. Okay, right? So wind up the today's class. Thank you very much.